Alright, so this was a loss I didn't understand, and now I want to go over the replay and kind of figure out why we lost. So stat-wise, we won in pretty much every respect. We had more kills, we had more healing, but for some reason we just gave it up, I guess. I want to talk about why that was. I mean, you see that, and like, you just like see the stats by themselves, and you'd be like, okay, well that's a tank issue. We're just letting the payload go. And a little bit, yes. You would see Rocket and triple support, and you'd be like, okay, well you're playing a bad comp. Well, we didn't swap to triple support until overtime. And before that, we were playing Jeff and Viz. And many of you would be like, oh, well, you have a low damage Jeff with only one final. I mean, maybe, but let's look even closer at the moment-to-moment events. Cursor. Alright, so let's look. Let's look at Inviz's first ult on my team. A bit further back. Alright, so this is a trend in this game. Everybody is full health. We're all in a good position. It's 6v5. It is 6v5, full health, no risk. They have no ults on. And we get an Invis ult. And for what? Yeah. I would say, in retrospect, I really wish this man played Rocket. This is an offensive ult. This is a Rocket ult. If you just trade out this Invis ult for a Rocket ult, it's better, like, in every single way possible. We do, like, more damage, we get, you know, over health instead of shield. And so now, like, what that ult accomplished was it synchronized two of their ults. Let's go back about 10 seconds. So here, like 88 and 82, Ultron's probably gonna ult first. He's gonna ult, and then Bucky's gonna ult towards the end. But what she does, is she synchronizes those ults. There's no reason for either of them to ult right now. I think he does anyways. Yeah. Which is pretty bad, but effectively she has synchronized their ults. Ultron's gonna get up here and he's gonna ult right at the end. I think Bucky gets a reset. He doesn't. But I mean, whatever. They get their ult synchronized and we get wiped because now we do not have a healer ult. And you can say, oh, Jeff, but my ult's not even up yet. Anyways, we get pushed back, and that becomes a very clear trend. Let's go to next fight we lose.
Stop them in their tracks.
Okay. Alright, moving on to the next fight. I have my ult. And this has been a very clean push. We're pretty much packing it in. I think I do a fairly poor ult here. See how it pans out. Alright, let's see. So me and Strange trade ults, and Bucky has his going. So I go 1 for 2. Let's see how it goes. Invis gets hit barely. You know, this is kind of crazy. Bucky gets hit. Mag shields himself. Mag has his E, so maybe Invis lives here. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, he doesn't shield or E or anything. Okay. Meanwhile, I have one of my people. Spit her out. Speed up. And I kill a support. So I went 1-for-1 on supports, while we went 1-for-2 ults, which is a good trade. But then we lost Black Cat. I don't know if that was my fault. Go back and. Is she dead already? She's still alive, so I mean, she had her chance to recover and move around. Whatever happened to her was her business, I guess. And this guy's trolling, so I mean. Alright, moving on.
You stop them in their tracks. Moving again.
So this is probably my greatest mistake of the game right here. Go back a little bit further. I start off the round right here. My thought process is I want to heal my tanks and shoot into their team. But very quickly that falls apart. And that's exactly how. Okay, so right here, Ultron pushes back my Black Cat. So now, Ultron has a clear path. He can just fly out right here. And then he can shoot invis and apply a ton of pressure. I think he doesn't decide to do that. But what happened was Moon Knight set down an Ankh right here. Set everybody down to 50 or 1 or whatever. So now look at me. Look at my dumb positioning. I have 2 different groups to heal. One is my support. If my support dies, we lose this fight. In the other group, I have a 1 health support and 2 half health tanks. If any of these people die, the fight falls apart very fast, and I have been forced to choose. If I'm standing here, I have a very clear good healing path, a good healing group, and a bad healing group. And it's a very easy choice. Very quickly, you can see it devolve for me. So now what I have is 3 groups. This man lived. I would have cut my losses there. But where I'm standing, I have 3 groups. I have him who's going to keep backing up. I have Invis. And I have the 2 tanks. And you could say I have Black Cat, but she can handle herself. If I'm over here, I can stand here, and this is a very good healing path. Invis is mostly safe. I have like some worries for her, but not really. Anyways, I could patch these people up, and then I can shift and patch her up. But instead, they're pushing up, and I make another slight mistake. I have to top him off immediately. And then instead of coming outside, which may be dangerous, I go around the back. I should have risked it and gone outside and healed while I was routing. Instead, Emma panics. She cuts off healing and dies. Mag is panicking, but we can stabilize Mag. Not a big deal. If I was back here the whole time, this like never falls apart. Ever. Cause like, say I'm here. Ankh comes in. Is it the Ankh? Ankh comes in, I'm immediately healing these 3. Immediately. Invis stays full HP. She's full HP right now if I'm healing from back here. Or she's like 90%. And I can immediately swap to Bucky. He never gets down to 1. He's probably at 20% right now. But it's way safer. My tanks are probably at 75. And overall this situation plays out so much better if I'm just back here. Like even if I'm like right here, this situation plays out better. And I make a second positioning mistake immediately. Alright, so again, my invis has a ult for us. I cannot tell you, like, it hits nobody. Nobody's even inside of it except like the people that aren't even getting shot at. And this guy is inside the Moon Knight ult, but not inside the Invis ult. And so like, it's just such a bad Invis ult. For no reason. Like, he is almost full health. He has all his defensives. Like, what is his ult for? And now the same thing is going to happen again. Bucky or Ultron is going to wait for Bucky, and they're going to ult together because Invis ulted. We might have gotten Ultron and then Bucky, but instead we're gonna get them together, and we're gonna get wiped immediately. There it is. So once again, I'm in a bad spot. During that ult, let's go back a tiny bit. During that ult, I immediately break line of sight between me and their DPSs, which is fine. But I should have gone behind the ambulance. I think this is a very bad spot on defense. This is an offense spot right here. You want to like stay on main. If your team's further up, then you can play here. But if your team's falling back, they're most likely going to fall back with the payload. So if you're here, you have to stop doing whatever you're doing and back up all the way over here, and then you can keep healing. But like, say your team's right here, and you're here. Watch. I'm here, trying to heal my tanks. On. Invis is here. Invis is where I should be currently. I should be like here, or maybe here, and I would be able to heal Invis right now. But instead, I have to go here, here, all the way out here. I still can't even heal my tanks. I am in such a terrible spot. I don't save them. Both my tanks are dead. It's just me and Bucky, and you could probably chalk that up to my positioning. You could say if I was playing a different healer, I would have an ult here. Maybe that's fair. But if I'm in the right spot, I don't think it's an issue. And also, if the Invis ult wasn't so terrible, she would have it right now, and this would be an issue. Like, we didn't even get a kill during our ult. Like, it just accomplished nothing at all. Anyways, I make another third mistake on defense in 1 point. I go up for the touch. I don't see Mag. I think I check my shoulders, and I don't see him anywhere. So I'm like, okay, we got a strange portal coming. I didn't check the characters, and he is up here, outside of my vision. I didn't even know this was a route. So I go in for the touch. I just barely touch it, and I die, which is terrible. Absolutely terrible. My team immediately gets wiped. We give up this whole hallway. We give up this corner. We might even give up this corner. I'm not really sure. But it is terrible for me. I could have stayed back. I could have speed boosted Mag forward. If I had known he was there, I could have speeded him up. Maybe he gets there on time. I'm not entirely sure. With the Ultron ult, he probably chokes and doesn't make it. Whatever. So I think the only thing worse than throwing it out when it's unnecessary is throwing it out when it's unnecessary in a 5v6. Like, boom, he's dead. Now we have an ult down. Like, for what? What's going to happen again? Ultron, Bucky, maybe even Strange. And that's it. At this point, is pretty much already gone. Like, it's already gone. So I go for the Hail Mary ult, and you could argue I should hold here, Because this point is already lost. Like, this is a desperate situation. Like, our black cat's dead. Our mag is way back here. This is hopeless. So I go for the 1v6 ult, 3v6, whatever. And I get 3. Okay, let's go. But I'm not close enough to the pit. So I spit Bucky out, get everybody out. Okay, so what we have here is a cloak with no cooldowns. She just used her Terror Cape. Bucky doesn't have his dash, he just barely made it out. And Deadpool is on me. He has a shield right here. And Bucky commits to the Deadpool. And misses his dash. And he decides to stick the stairwell, I guess. So I cut him loose. I'm like, alright, there's nothing to be done there. I think I throw a bubble and I keep moving. But Enviz got pushed back. She was the only person that was still there. Mag line of sighting Enviz. Yeah, he's line of sighting Enviz, and this is already over. It's 3v6, 4v6. It's over. Because they still have 1, 2, 3, 4 ults, and we have 1 dead man with ult. So it's over. And it goes back to the Enviz ult right here. Or was it? Yeah, right here. We could have just waited for Mag, maybe. I don't know. I mean, he just shouldn't have used it. I'll say that much. Mag should have portaled, maybe. I don't know. But also, this is worth pointing out. Here, Mag dies so far out of position. Emma is not like well synced with this man. Like, I think the Mag is fine, but our Emma is doing like significantly worse. Like here, I'm a little out of position. I'm trying to like help Black Cat snowball, and so I need to like rotate back and get into position, and I'm not ready. Mag is all the way up here. This is a very common trend where he sits up here and he gives them ult charge. Like, it's pretty much all he's accomplishing here is trading out ult charge. And so he just gets like packed up here. He dies. He uses all of his cooldowns and dies, and I'm not there to heal him. And it's tragic. What is Enviz doing? She has ult too. Like, Mag is okay. So I want to talk about this real quick. Mag is taking massive amounts of damage. Black Cat is nearly full HP. She's 75%. She is out of danger right now. This is a huge thing for healer priorities. Like, she is in 0 danger right now. At this very moment, 0 danger. Mag is in massive amounts of imminent danger. There is 6 people looking at this man. His tank is like, his code tank is nowhere near him. I'm not in position. So like, Mag is dead. And even worse, Enviz stops healing him. And she heals somebody that is in 0 danger. Like, this guy can go find a health pack. Like, there's a health pack right here. He can get this. He can figure it out. But instead, Mag dies. Tragically. As soon as I get in position to heal him, he's gone. Unfortunately. So it snowballs again into the Enviz ult and all this. It's probably fair to say that Enviz is not a healer main. Alright. And here, I'd like to talk about this again. I think the Mag is doing it again. He's giving out ult charge. Not really sure. He's all the way up here. I'm way back here. Like they're not getting healed. Very quickly you should know if you're not getting healed on tank. Like if you're at half health for a significant amount of time, you gotta back up. So we get up and we heal him. But the damage has been done. They got their ult charge. He's gonna ult. Now we're all going to get separated. This was a very well placed Moon Knight ult. Magneto's could walk back, maybe, if we heal him. But Emma is forced forward. Bucky is forced forward. Black Cat is about to dive, which is good. Great. But these two are dead in the water. Like they are 2v6 basically. Like I'm healing Mag as he comes out, and then I think Deadpool ults me. So I need to play for myself. I think Invis should cut me loose. But she is jumping back for some reason. These two are already dead. She should have been healing them the whole time, maybe? I don't really know. Cut me loose, let me die, maybe. Black Cat's back here doing stuff. It doesn't work out, but that's fine. Alright. Here. Alright, so off the rep, weak Emma ult. And Mag counter ult Ultron, I believe. Oh yeah. But he gets zoned out by the Moon Knight ult again. I think I'm too far back, and he should come out here, walk towards the payload, but instead he goes inside. It makes it even harder. Like right now, Invis is trying to get up there and heal him. And she could, if he was like, even just standing still, she could heal him. But instead, he breaks the line of sight and he goes inside. And he is going to get ran down 4v6. But Black Cat is over here. She's working. This guy is tunnel visioned on Mag, trying to kill him. They're behind the shield, like looking at his back and everything. Meanwhile, their other support is gone. So overall, like it's a good trade. We got two, they got one. All right, great. I think we end up cleaning this up. Oh, yeah. But let's bring it back again. What happened with this Invis ult? Alright, so we get counter mooned and the Invis ult again. It's just a losing trade. Like we could stand in here. I think there's like a random chance you die. Not really sure. We get Aggie Modi'd. Nothing happens.
I found my weak spot.
Okay, so this is like a very bad point right here. Invis is off on this side. She gets. How does this happen? Where is she? How does she get back there? Okay, so I think she went like up here and then came around, which is great. Like she lived, but like immediately she needs to walk out over here. Probably. Staying here is fine. That's great. Heal him up. But then she goes for the health pack, which is terrible. She breaks my line of sight. For the most part. Like I can't do anything for her right here, and now she's like already dead. And then we are in dire straits right now. They have a healer ult, they have a DPS ult, and we have a Jeff ult. You could argue it loses to the Cloak ult. And we have a Bucky ult. I feel like we're in dire straits, so I'm going in for the ult. That's pretty much the only time I ult. It's either to react to a strange ult or when I feel like we're in dire straits. So I go in for it. I should have ulted here. If I ult here, maybe I save Emma. But I mean, like, look, they have a cooldown here. That's a dash. They have cooldown, double jump, cooldown, Terra Cape, cooldown, double jump. He's not even in place. Cooldown, cooldown. So they have 6 defensive cooldowns, and we're down 2 people. Like, we fumbled that so hard. With the support ult, we could not force out defensive cooldowns. And so we're in dire straits. I try to salvage it. I do not play it as well as I could have, but I don't even think it matters. Like, I put it down here, Mag could stand on it, Bucky could stand on it. Instead, Bucky's gonna get farmed. He actually tries to go into my ult, which is very smart, but anyways. Even do here? Like, what was this ult? Yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad for me. I don't even lie to you. That was terrible. And we go on. OT isn't anything too crazy. I think we go triple support, and it works on defense. Our Emma swapped to Luna Frost. We win 1 fight. That's all it takes on overtime. No ults, I'm pretty sure. Here.
Only 60 seconds left.
I swapped to Rocket because I feel like we need a little more killing potential. Nobody does anything about the Star-Lord. He's like gaming on us. He's chilling. He's just charging his ult, chilling. There's not much you can do, I guess. I think it's another Invis ult. Not really sure. No, we don't get the Invis ult. But this is the issue with triple support. So they just pop the Invis ult right off the rip. We are at 90 something. I'm at 85. 85, 76, and 77. And like now we're trading DPS ults during their support ult. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? That man's dead. I get my ult off, I think, but I think it's too late. Like, I just get it too late. I get emoted. Then I think we could have portaled. You can jump through right here. And I think if he jumps through early enough, we hold. If it's too far off the ground, I can't tell. But he can jump through right here. It's like as soon as this starts opening, you can jump through. But anyways, it would have been a very tough hold anyways. We're down 2. It would have been 4v6. And they have that 2 ults. It's already down. It's already down. But I mean, still, they have... I don't know. It's probably over. Anyways, in conclusion, I could point fingers. I could, call out this and that mistake. But I can only change my own performance, and I need to focus on the fact that I sold this first point for free. I could have been standing here. Also, when I messed up the positioning on that Invisible Woman ult, right here when I went to the back, instead of going back this way, that was also a sell. And here when I died and staggered everybody, that was also a sell. And like at the end of the day, that's what I need to focus on.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint.
And like every other mistake in this game doesn't matter. Like, after recording this video and getting into the next game, I'm never gonna think about this game again. Like these people, these mistakes, like just none of it matters. The only thing that matters is like moving forward and improving. Like just focusing on the improvement. Like it's the only thing that's gonna last.